Again, just setting things up real quick. Alright. Hello everybody, this is Captain Tyll'a, Delta Recruit here with some more Star Trek Online. First thing we can check is the Admiralty. Level 5, nice. Throwing some of my weak ships at this one. Wow, this is going to require a whole bunch of big ships. Admiralty level 5, I think. No, not that. Yeah. So that means 36 out of 41. So it is looking like we're doing really well with the Admiralty stuff. Not touching any of the other admiralties, so now I'm gonna go start working on some of the storyline missions. Working on the Iconian War story. go. This stream is brought to you by coffee. Not because I have a coffee sponsor. I don't have a coffee sponsor. I would love to have a coffee sponsor. But simply because I run on coffee.
Ready for transport.
Acknowledged.
Kapla, and welcome aboard the IKS Hague. My name is Ramir, and this is my ship.
You asked for me personally?
Your reputation for getting the job done precedes you. Alliance Command gave me the authority to pick who would assist us on this mission, and your name was at the top of the list.
But you don't have much of a reputation.
If you do not know about my team or our missions, then I have been successful. There are many battles fought in shadow. Now, if you don't have any further questions, follow me to the briefing room. I will give you more details about our mission there.
Lead the way. Yeah, I'm on Clinton's ship.
Data recovered from the station in the Calbridan system has pinpointed the location of a second base in the Denasia system, containing several of the Iconian's Omega generators. I understand you had a hand in recovering this information.
That's classified.
Of course. Nevertheless, we have the coordinates of the Iconian base. Our plan is to sneak in and sabotage the Omega generators. Taking them out will cripple the Iconians' ability to refine the Omega molecules that fuel their gateway networks.
How are we supposed to sneak into the system?
Infiltration is our specialty, and we have technology not available to other ships of the fleet. Our cloaking device can extend to protect your ship as well. That should be sufficient to protect us.
Sounds risky. What if the Iconians find us?
Then we fight. I expect we will have to fight our way out anyway, after we detonate the Omega generators. I hope your crew is up to the challenge.
What's the risk of nullifying warp travel for light years around the Denasia system?
Our scientists put the risk of a catastrophic reaction at less than 7%. That is an acceptable risk.
Any chance of an Omega detonation is too great of a chance.
This is our mission. You, of course, have the authority to change our mission parameters.
I'd like to speak to your technical expert and come up with a better solution.
Valere is right over there. She will also be a part of the away team to help extract any Iconian intelligence we find in the facility. Be careful. Her mate Travana is very protective.
Understood.
What do you want?
Ramir suggested I speak to Valere.
Why?
Our mission parameters?
Don't worry, Travana. It's fine.
Ramir tells me there's a chance of causing an Omega chain reaction when we blow the generators.
Yes, but the chances are slight. If the charges are properly placed and calibrated, it should not be a problem.
There must be a better way.
Well, the risk comes from non-stabilized Omega particles. They are very unstable. If a chain reaction starts, we will not be able to stop it. If that happens, we'll lose our ship, yours, and anything within a few thousand kilograms at the least. But if that happens, the heralds in the system will be destroyed too. That's something.
We have the technology to stabilize Omega particles, but it'll take more time.
Right. If we were to stabilize the particles into one or more Omega molecules, the chance of a detonation would be greatly reduced. I will need to run some numbers. We will have to give ourselves more time in the facility, and there is a greater risk of discovery, but it might be the better option.
I agree. Make your calculations. I'll update the mission parameters.
I disagree. Taking the time to stabilize the molecules puts the team in danger.
Afraid of a little danger, Travana?
You insult my honor. It is my duty to protect this team. I will not sacrifice Valere's. our lives for needless precautions.
I am changing the mission, and it is a necessary change. I won't be responsible for the loss of warp travel in the region.
So be it. Tuck.
I heard that.
We are beyond the Herald sensor range, but we should not approach any closer without the protection of a cloaking device.
Agreed.
Once we get close to the planet, we will not be able to risk a wide scan. So we will need to perform a series of pinpoint triangulation scans in order to locate the facility housing the Omega generators. At least we can remain cloaked while we do so.
Fortunate.
Once we have the location of the facility, my team will meet yours on the surface.
And when we're finished?
Then arm your weapons and prepare for battle. Our cloaks will do us no good after the Heralds discover our sabotage.
Affirmative.
In order to expedite the triangulation process, my ship will move away from yours and perform our own scan, once we have reached a distance of 4 kilocams.
4 kilocams is 8 kilometers, correct? We'll move the CDS-4 that far from your ship.
Position confirmed. Beginning scans. Sensor interference is preventing us from getting a good reading. Move to 16 kilometers. 16 kilometers confirmed. Beginning sensor sweep.
Belair here. I have coordinates for the facility, but I cannot do a deep scan without revealing our presence. We will be beaming in blind.
I'll prepare my away team and meet you on the surface. Alright. Uh-oh, coffee's empty. And we have no minimap.
This facility was very well concealed and shielded. Even now, our scans are so limited, we cannot get an accurate readout of the layout.
The Omega generators put out a large amount of interference. Ambient radiation levels are elevated.
True, but our tricorders will be of assistance while navigating.
We should set out.
Now that we are on site, there is something you need to know.
Withholding information from an Admiral Ramir?
Only because I had orders which would supersede yours. I am not the leader of House Peg. Now that we have secured the landing area, it is safe for him to join us.
If you're not leading this mission, then who is?
Ramir to Heg, we are ready for him.
Kalis?
Captain, you and your team have done well so far. Now, let us vanquish our foes.
Kalis?
I am more than a figurehead. A man cannot lead an empire of warriors without being a warrior himself. I carry the Sword of Kalis, a weapon of fables, forged by Kalis the Unforgettable in the fires of the Kristok volcano, and cooled in the icy waters of the Lake of Luthor. This blade slew Molor, it conquered the Valkyrie, and created a mighty empire. Now I will wield it against the infernal servants of the demons of air and darkness.
Think we'll need the sword here?
There is always a need for the Sword of Kalis. It is a symbol of eternal victory. No one who uses it can be defeated.
No power readings in that direction. Use your tricorder and stop wasting time.
Okay, I was going the wrong way. So I'm gonna continue to...
We're right behind you.
I'm gonna continue to head through here. Whoa. Okay, that probably won't be Alright, so we cleared that group. And it's saying to go this way.
Sensors are picking up a different Omega generator. My team will handle this one.
Uh-oh. This is not Now if I can get rid of this car, hold on, having which happens to be right outside the door. Oh yeah, this thing is all out. It's dead now, though. Alright, so we have our
Our charges are set. We will meet with you in the hallway ahead.
Okay. And okay, there's a bunch of arrow things. Not so much. not Klingons. That is iconic. There they are.
We got some information from the Iconian network. How did you do?
We found a terminal, but we can't read the data.
Fortunately, I come prepared. My tricorder is loaded with the best decryption subroutines available in the Empire. Wrote a couple of them myself. This is interesting. There are battle plans here for the Delta Quadrant. The Iconians were advising the Vaadwaur for months before the conflict started there. In fact, the Iconians insisted that the Vaadwaur start their attack in the Krenim Imperium, although they didn't say why. I also see data on where the Omega energy is being distributed. This is good. If we use this, we can attack the subspace stations where... Oh no!
What is it?
Ket, one of the Iconians! It is here!
Ket's press the stuff and change what we're here to do. Finish the job.
Yes, sir. We need to find the last generator.
Let's go. Okay, so it looks like we have to go this way. Uh-oh.
Losing power.
Well, at least that was decent.
Use that panel to access a visualization node and locate the last Omega generator.
Okay.
Zoom in on that! It's to Ket!
Uh-oh.
An Iconian! My blood sings for this battle. It will be glorious.
I don't think you should face it alone.
Kahless, my Emperor, you are the strongest of Klingons. You wield the sword of Kahless. But there is no one who can face an Iconian in single combat.
Listen to Ramir.
The war does not go well for us. You all know what we face. Our people need a symbol to inspire them. That is what I was created to be. This battle will be one of legend. Every soldier of the Empire will have this tale on their lips.
Do they need a martyr to inspire them?
This is not my day to die. It is my day to kill an Iconian.
Travano, Valera, do you want to weigh in on this?
Who am I to argue with the Emperor?
Valera?
Firing a disruptor at an Iconian is like attacking a starship with a stick. The Sword of Kahless is a remarkable weapon. It might be the only thing that could work.
Kalis, what's your plan?
We part ways here. Complete your mission. I will descend to the lower level and challenge the Iconian.
Fight well, Emperor.
We create a legend this day. Remember it.
We will assist you in any way we can.
If anyone can kill an Iconian, it is Kalis.
Miko kara endo kila kedo cham kare do kila staparecho mara eko rika 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 Nasopakare Hiroha Rika Rika Rika
I'm up.
Cat! I have come for you! Face me, creature! I challenge you to honorable combat! Come forth! I am Kalis the Unforgettable. Destroyer of Molor, defender of Kamchi, and emperor of the Klingons! In my hands is the sword of Kalis, first of its kind. Will you not face me, Tiket? What could a being such as yourself have to fear from one man?
We are in.
This one doesn't appear to be anywhere near as bulky as the last one.
Tiket's too strong. Nothing Kalis can do is hurting it. We have to weaken the Iconian, and I think I know how. Omega molecules gather energy like sponges in water. That's why a small amount of Omega can generate such a vast amount of power. Quick, find a console and activate the reactor. If we hit the Iconian with Omega, we might be able to injure it.
Okay.
Ha! Glorious battle!
And now I use this middle one.
The honorable warrior will always prevail, demon. You are no god, Cat, and your tyranny ends now! Now, to finish this.
Need to make emergency transport now.
So yeah, it's looking like
We lost Kalis, and we were unable to stop the production of Omega molecules. The Iconian War will continue, and much blood will be shed.
the mission wasn't a complete loss.
True, the data recovered by your team in Belair will be invaluable to the Alliance. The only thing to do is make sure it reaches them. To do that, we must escape this system.
Agreed, the Alliance needs this.
You're right. We can't risk this intel not making it back to the homeworld. I've pinpointed an excellent transmission spot near here, where we can send out an encrypted microburst of data. If we don't make it out of here, at least the information can be of use to those who still fight. The Emperor's sacrifice cannot be in vain.
The Iconians will try to stop us. Let's go. Setting more Admiralty, because why not? And my game just crashed.
We're at the optimal transmission location.
And here we go. Transmitting.
Iconian gateways. It's an ambush!
And now it's looking like there's just this one left. That is having a bit of a skirmish with the hag. I guess hag. It knows that I'm the real threat here, and not that, not the Klingons.
Target shields have failed.
That puppy has a hole in their shield. And now it's gone. Now it's dead.
More gateways. Something big is coming through.
Oh, crap. Battleship. Now to head back to clear out that battleship. And it made another solar gateway, which did do some damage to that battleship. Over here.
Ship is under attack.
There's Gateway. This should be done. Attack Flint. So it is at... I was very... Are slowly chipping away the battleship. That's good. That was something.
I will mourn for Kalis, but celebrate his life. He was a clone, but he found honor in this life. Now I trust he will find Sto-vo-kor to his liking. But before he fell, he showed us the Iconians are mortal. His sacrifice will lead our way to victory. Qapla'! Hail Kalis, Emperor and Conqueror!
Nice.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight. We have a lead on the Krynim. Voyager went to Krynim space looking for them a few months ago, but didn't find much more than a Vaadwaur and some anomalous sensor readings. But now, we found a Ferengi selling what he claims are Krynim artifacts. You are authorized to negotiate with the Ferengi and obtain these artifacts. Follow the trail where it leads. We need a weapon against the Iconians. And the Vaadwaur have gone to a great deal of trouble to keep whatever secrets the Krynim have out of our hands.
Okay.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Alright, I am going to be doing this next mission. I thought about stopping now, but I think I have time for one more mission, despite the computer issues making me start a bit later than I would have liked. Alright, and so here's the point where I just wait. Alright, here we go, heading to the station. I'm probably not going to get any of the endeavors done, but that's fine.
Welcome to Josana. You're cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things that you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment. You'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it.
Okay. And now loading into the mission. Alright, here we go. Time in a bottle. Understood.
May I help you? Oh, wait, you must be. I'm sorry, but the business facilitator is busy at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
We had an appointment.
Yes, but Quen left me explicit instructions about this. He's in the middle of a delicate negotiation to triple his profits on the sale of a rare Delta Quadrant artifact, and cannot be disturbed.
Doesn't Quen want to hear an offer from the combined financial resources of Starfleet, Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic?
Maybe, let's see, it was something. Krenim, I think? Oh, Delta Quadrant treasures are all the rage right now. Artifacts from cultures the Vatwar wiped out are particularly valuable. Quen's made quite a bit of latinum bringing them back through the gateways. Now, that profit-sharing plan he promised me hasn't materialized, but is it my place to complain?
I know you're just doing your job, but it's very important we get that artifact, please.
I'm sorry, but my instructions were very clear.
There must be something we can do for you in exchange.
Well, I'm sorry, but I need this job. I'm trying to save up enough for a ticket off this station.
I'll arrange for transportation for you to anywhere you'd like to go, free of charge.
You can? What am I saying? You have a starship, of course you can. Go on ahead. Quen and the other buyer are in the cargo bay, but you better hurry. They were trying to get the deal finalized before you could stop them. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting us pass. My crew will make arrangements for you.
Not so fast! The gentleman with the rather imposing associates over there has just made a very competitive offer for the device. Care to make a counterbid?
I'll make it worth your time to deal exclusively with me.
You said there weren't any other buyers, Quinn. Now what do I see? Starfleet stooges here to cause trouble. Guards, get these riffraff out of here so I can conclude my deal in peace.
Not leaving without the device.
Fine. I'll add what I was going to pay those guards to my offer.
Hold it! I am Nog, son of Grand Nagus Rom. And I am a Ferengi. And when you deal with these people, you deal with me. You have a choice. Either deal with me, or I ask my father to have a word with the Liquidators about your poor business practice.
Well, I'm sure we could come to an understanding.
That's what I thought. Now, kiss the staff. Get out! Not you, Quinn.
Here's my best offer. How about we agree on a price, and you get your Delta Quadrant doodad, and I leave? Everyone's happy.
Not so fast, Quinn.
No? Fine. How about I answer your questions, and maybe then I get to leave? But let's get on with it. Every minute I stand here, I'm losing a strip of latinum. Time is a very valuable commodity.
What do you know about the relic?
The device is Krenim in origin. Specifically, it's from the Krenim Imperium. Constructed sometime in the mid-22nd century, if I had to take a guess. Strange piece of technology. I haven't seen anything else like it. Highly advanced, and it has hallmarks of Krenim work, but it's, odd. Definitely odd.
Okay. What happened to the Krenim?
The Vodlar, that's what. At one point, the Krenim Imperium held more than 200 star systems in the Delta Quadrant. They lost some of that territory in a couple wars, but overall they were doing well. Not the biggest business in the quadrant, but not the smallest either. When the Vodlar started their war, Gaul took a special interest in the Krenim. Bombed them back to the Stone Age, and then some. As far as anyone knows, the Krenim are basically extinct these days.
Where'd you get the device?
I picked it up from a Talaxian who wanted to trade for supplies. He told me he got it from the, Kayana system. That was it. There used to be a Krenim colony there, but it's gone now, just like the rest of their empire.
Gone? The Vodwar destroyed them?
The Talaxian wasn't very clear on that. He just said, gone. If I'd asked any more questions, he might have increased his price.
Anything else?
As a show of good faith to the son of the Nagus, I'm willing to tell you for free. But don't let this get around. It would ruin my reputation as a businessman. The device emits some unusual energy readings. The shielding may have malfunctioned, or maybe it's not fully operational anymore. I'm not sure. But that's why I'm selling it as an antique. As is, and no refunds.
What kind of unusual energy readings?
Do I look like a member of the Vulcan Science Academy to you? I don't know. It's yours now. You paid for it. You figure it out. I hope it doesn't blow up your ship. Now, may I go so we can put all this unpleasantness behind us? I want to drown my sorrows in a comet cocktail and think about all the profit I didn't earn today.
Go and stay out of trouble. How would you do that?
Don't let the staff of Obus and these good looks fool you. I'm here as a Starfleet officer, and I don't normally flaunt my family connections. But in this case, it seemed like the best way to solve the problem. So I borrowed my dad's second best staff.
Thanks for the assist. It didn't look like Aglo was going to let us purchase the Krenim artifact when we were still in Krenim.
Interesting. I know Voyager encountered the Krenim during the journey, and Tuvok was looking for survivors of the Vodwar purchase. For now, though, perhaps we should concentrate on learning what we can from this device.
Agreed. Now what should we do about the force field?
Quinn left without taking down his security, but fortunately I know how to get around it. This isn't a very sophisticated system. It's hardly worth the latinum we paid for it. If we overload the EPS conduits, we'll create a cascade failure in the system that the control protocols won't be able to handle. That should drop the force field.
Just overload the EPS conduits? Conduits that really isn't very secure at all.
I think you can overload the EPS conduits in the corner there.
Okay.
Now that the power flow is disrupted, we can override the administrative access requirement.
Right, I'll override the controls next.
The controls are, yes, over here by the artifact. Excellent. Now we can get a good look at this. The waveforms aren't like anything I've seen before. I think I'm getting something. This is definitely Krenim in origin. And Quinn was right on the age. I'm also seeing some repeating elements in the base code, almost like a signature. And that strange energy Quinn was talking about is actually chronotons. A lot of chronotons. And chronotons mean temporal manipulation. This little box just got a lot more interesting.
Last thing we need is a visit from temporal investigations.
I'll take the device back to my ship, the Chimera, and have a look while we're on the way to the Kiana system. From what I understand, Voyager sent an away team to the Kiana system a few weeks ago, but they encountered some resistance and were forced to pull back before they can find what they were looking for. But now that we have this, maybe we'll be able to find what remains of the Krenim, if there's anything left to find.
Understood, see you in Delta Quadrant. Now, is it going to take us back to the sector map? Or is it going to take us straight to the next part of the mission? Okay. Oh, it's taking us directly there.
I've explored many places as a Starfleet officer, but this is my first time seeing the Delta Quadrant. According to Quinn, the Krenim artifact came from this system. I hope we haven't come all this way just to chase ghosts. I've had a chance to look at the Krenim device, although I'm not sure how to activate it yet. It's definitely designed for temporal manipulation, although I don't think it would enable someone to travel through time. It's almost like a step sideways? If that makes any sense at all. I'll keep working on it and let you know if I learn anything more.
Perhaps we can find something here that can explain it.
Voyager's preliminary scans of the system turned up a number of anomalies, but nothing conclusive. According to Krenim records, though, there's supposed to be an M-class planet in this system. We're not reading anything like that on the sensors.
Maybe the planet is the source of the asteroids. We're also picking up some wreckage.
Could be. Let's check that wreckage out first. It might give us a better idea of what happened out here. And we should be on the lookout for Vodwar. Preliminary scans indicate they've been actively patrolling through this system.
Agreed. Set a course for the wreckage around that asteroid.
Keep an eye out for Vodwar. They're still patrolling this area.
Okay.
If I had to place a bet, I'd say that wreckage is where this artifact was found. Heads up! Vodwar on an intercept course. wreckage appears to be Krenim. The weapon signatures are definitely Vaadwaur. According to Voyager, the Krenim were a fairly small society. There had to be a reason the Vaadwaur went out of their way to target them. Let's move. There are more Vaadwaur on an intercept course, but we may be able to avoid them. I suggest we use the mineral content of the asteroids I've marked to conceal our energy signatures. Vaadwaur sensors aren't as good as ours. Most of their technological advantage appears to be directed toward making better weapons. So it should work, as long as we don't attract their attention before we get out of their path.
Good idea. Let's try using asteroids as cover.
Heralds! They must be looking for that Vaadwaur patrol. I don't think those heralds detected us. Let's hope they don't come back this way.
Yeah, let's hope. 'Cause I don't want to fight those things. No, thanks. No.
Heralds inbound! The Vaadwaur must have gotten a signal out. So much for our investigation. Systems. If we can find more Krenim technology, or maybe unlock what we have, we might be able to find out what is so important. That could be something the Alliance can use against the Iconians. I recommend that the Chimera and your ship control the outer system while we take an away team to the surface. I'll bring the device and keep trying to learn more about it.
Agreed. My team will meet you there.
This doesn't make sense. There's nothing here that would cause the readings I was seeing from orbit, but there are traces of chronotron particles. I've never known chronotrons to appear naturally without some sort of temporal manipulation going on, but there's nothing here. I'm starting to come up with a theory, but I need some more data. I recommend we take some additional scans.
Agreed. There's something here. We just need to find it.
Exactly. But we need to be quick. Those patrols we encountered in orbit will be missed soon. I'm going to order the Chimera to try to avoid contact, but warn us if more ships arrive.
Agreed. Pick the areas for the scans and let's get going. Okay.
These tall spires are charged with temporal energy.
Now I have to scan that.
Curious. It's almost like it's in a state of temporal flux. I need to get some scans. There's something going on.
Yeah, something.
There are more mineral deposits over there.
We just don't know what it is.
There's a resonant frequency here that's not natural. I'm reading another anomaly ahead. These anomalies have a shape, like a warp field, but not quite the same.
Okay.
The only other place I've seen sensor readings like this was in the wormhole.
Fall back, CDS forward. We'll deal with the Herald's already here.
There, behind those rocks. Hurry! They'll be here any moment.
Well, at least this is on the ground. So I don't have to worry
This area
about
looks defensible.
the gateways.
Get ready. I have an idea. We need to use the device. I've been trying to activate it and I've almost got it. Keep them busy. If I can get it working, I should be able to conceal us.
Work quickly.
Here they come! More reinforcements inbound!
Actually, now it's
I'm working as quickly as I can.
From heroes. Jail with the dead box.
Watch out! There's more of them! I need more time to align these frequencies! Just one more connection and that should...
Alright, got some more heralds coming. That is more, some more down that way. Trying to get away from. Screwed by the kill. And Mother Admiral's mission finished. Crit finish, nice. And oh, another one. I'll absolutely take that. Alright, we got a lot of heralds here. Cutscene.
If you'll forgive the pun, I managed to buy us some time. It's taken me some time to convince the Krenim to help us, but they finally agreed. Remember how I said the device could remove someone from the time stream? It did. That's where we are now, in the temporal bubbles. And how we perceive time in here is a little different than outside. That's why the Heralds can't see us. We're out of their timelines. Out of all timelines, in fact. While we're here, it's almost like we don't exist.
And not existing is an improvement?
No one's shooting at us. I think that's a good thing. The Krenim are... they're a little touchy. Almost being driven to extinction by the Vaadwaur has made them suspicious. But they're willing to talk to us if we help them stabilize the temporal energy. I suggest we help. I wouldn't want to be in here if the fields collapse.
Let's talk to the Krenim.
I've had some time to observe you and Captain Nog, and your actions make it clear that you are no friend of the Vaadwaur or the Heralds. This does not, however, assure me that you will be allies to my people. The Krenim have lost much. Our empire is gone, and our people have been killed or scattered. We are what remains, and I will do whatever I must to protect this system, even if it means leaving you to face the Heralds alone.
What can we do to prove ourselves?
You have already repaired some of our emitters that were damaged by the attack, but there is more yet to do. Should our temporal equipment fail, this location will be instantly overrun by Heralds. If that happens, none of us will survive.
How can we assist you?
More of our emitters must be realigned, and there are other pieces of equipment my people are already working to repair. Assist my team, and then we will talk again.
Understood. Okay. And the Heralds cannot see us. And they cannot attack us.
Your fight overloaded some of the power couplings we used to moderate the temporal flow. If we had a contained space like the technology was originally designed for, this wouldn't be a problem. But we keep pushing the boundaries of what these flow modulators will do. I'm rerouting the power to take stress off the damaged couplings. But first, we need to get this capacitor aligned and ready for the transfer.
I'll do what I can to assist.
Okay, now it's starting to look like something.
There we go.
The temporal compensators are out of alignment. They help keep us at a stable point in the timeline. If they fail completely, we could end up lost in time. Grab a hyperspanner. We need to get this fixed before the drift coefficient moves out of the safe zone.
I'll do what I can to help.
You should realign the matrix crystals.
Realign the crystals, thanks.
You need to disconnect the buffer before you do anything else.
Disconnect the buffer, thanks.
Good. I'll put the next location on your tricorder.
Okay. Now I have to go all the way up here.
Hold this. No, hold it right next to the bracket, or the spanner won't... There. Got it, thanks. Something is putting too much stress on these components. I'm not sure what it is, but we don't have enough spare parts to keep rebuilding this transceiver. Grab a tricorder and run a level 3 diagnostic. maybe there are some microfractures. If we can find and repair those, this should hold out until I can fabricate a new unit.
Sure, I'll help you.
You need to scan for microfractures. We need to know what to repair.
Scanning for microfractures now.
You'll need to formulate an epoxy. Here, I can show you which formula to use.
Formulate an epoxy, I can do that.
That should do it.
You've shown you're willing to help. Now perhaps we can come to a mutually beneficial arrangement.
How?
We have Anorax's plans, but not the... Interesting. The Heralds are opening a gateway.
What?
The repairs should be enough.
I beg mercy, Great One. It appears they used a cloaking device and escaped.
You are forgiven. Make preparations to depart.
As you command.
An interesting development.
These sentients have proven to be resourceful. Already they have thwarted our plan to bring in the Solanae fleet.
Their struggles are meaningless.
And yet they injured even you, Ticket. I advise caution. They are more dangerous than they appear.
We should render worlds asunder. Spill them as blood until it fills the oceans. It is time to strike.
I understand you want vengeance, but we must not act in haste.
We will continue with our plan. The whole must be as one. The whole must be as one. The attack on Iconia broke our unity. We were divided, diminished, weak. The others saved us from oblivion, but it took centuries to rebuild our bonds. We cannot risk more loss. The whole must be as one. The campaign will continue as planned.
They couldn't see us? There were Iconians right in front of us and nothing. They had no idea we were here. We were completely safe.
You're right, this could be what we need.
The only protection left to my people is our ability to manipulate time. But it is something we must do with great care. Even the most innocuous of changes can ripple through reality in unexpected ways.
You're talking about advanced temporal theory.
My people and I have made Anorax's theories of temporal manipulation our lives' work. In at least one temporal variant, his ship made the Krenim Imperium the undisputed masters of this region of space. If only we could recreate that vessel.
What vessel?
Anorax designed a ship, a wondrous vessel that could manipulate the time streams and erase elements in an attempt to bring about a desired result. Our records show that he even attempted to use this vessel to restore the Krenim's fortunes, but he was defeated by an unknown alliance. Afterward, the Krenim Imperium declined, as perhaps was its fate all along. We were diminished, but content to let time progress as it would. Until the Vatwar.
The Vatwar destroyed all the Krenim colonies in this area.
The first Krenim worlds to fall managed to warn the others. When the Vatwar came, we hid ourselves in the time stream. It was the only way we survived. Before the Vatwar arrived, we were working on a relic. It was a replica of Anarax's timeship. With it, we could have gone back and eliminated the Vatwar threat before it even began.
Why haven't you done so already?
The Vatwar's assault on the Imperium took too much from us. Now we possess Anarax's work, but not the means to bring it to life. You have seen what our technology can do. We have the designs. You have the manpower and the materials. Perhaps your governments would be interested in mutual cooperation. Allow us a chance to undo what the Vatwar did, and we will give you something that will erase your enemies from time itself.
A generous offer, but it's one we would need to consider carefully. Do you want to risk all you have left on a chance for success?
There's more here than what you've seen.
You've hidden the entire planet?
Yes, we removed ourselves from the time stream to stay alive. With your help, we can change everything.
You hid an entire planet, but you can't build this time ship on your own?
We have the plans. Our resources are almost gone.
We have shipyards, workers, and all the materials you could need.
Precisely. We revealed ourselves to you as a gesture of good faith. What will you do in return?
We need to take us back to the Alliance.
The Iconians and the Heralds are gone. It's safe to resync with our time and contact our ships. But this is huge. A whole Krenim colony that survived the Vatwar? One that has temporal technology that even the Iconians can't counter? A weaponized time ship that can erase entire civilizations like they never existed? This could change the entire war. We could have a chance now.
CDS Ford, ready to beam up. We found the Krenim. I'll explain as soon as we're back on board.
Temporal mechanics is not a complication we need, but this weapon they are proposing sounds intriguing. You and Captain Nog were correct in thinking the Alliance would be interested in investigating such a thing. Personally, I approve of anything the Iconians might fear. Kapla! The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight. Please report to the Kiana system. Our partnership with the Krenim is starting to bear fruit, but the project may take more time to complete than we have left. We must consider any plan that ensures our survival.
All right.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
I am not going to start this next mission now. What I am going to do is pick up and turn in the Admiralty that needs to be turned in. And set another Admiralty. And then with that, that's going to be it for today. Until next time, this has been Captain Tyll'a, Delta Recruit, signing off.